Right here, man, this is basically where I grew up.
The football chapters in Quentin Flowers' life story are incredible enough. But the personal chapters combine to make him one of the most remarkable stories, as well as one of the best quarterbacks in college football. South Florida is more to him than a place to play football. His associations there have indeed given him a second family. Flowers leads a South Florida offense that's been explosive for a while, but the Charlie Strong journey to the Bay Area has brought along a big-time defense to complement and compete with the Bulls' offense.
The pieces on offense coming back. Charlie, a defensive mind, a chance to put his imprint on this defense, get that side of the ball better, and make this a special year for South Florida. Tipped and intercepted. Another turnover. Coming back the other way, that's Devin Abraham. Dad would be proud.
Altogether, it made for an impressive record-setting showing in the conference opener against East Division rival Temple. Who do you aspire to be? Where do you want to go? How do you get there? At the University of South Florida, we do it as a stampede.
And now he finds the open field.
Incoming 18-year-olds forging their path together, becoming men, not overnight, but over time.
Touchdown Bulls!
Under the national spotlight. A bond that resonates from teammates to the student body, to the alums, and throughout the Bay. The Bulls are not a one-time flash. We are here to stay. Because the word is out, your dreams can come true when you are Bull strong. Bulls Strong, inside USF Football, is presented by USF Health, by Tampa General Hospital, by the Florida Lottery, by AT&T, your world delivered, and by Hooters, get your game on, the original wing joint since 1983. There's maybe one thing more appetizing to South Florida fans than their tailgate feasts. And that's the prospect of their Bulls gaining even more recognition as they climb up the national polls. Every home game at Raymond James Stadium is special, including the pregame activities. But things get even a little more intense when the game is on a weeknight on national TV. And it's the conference opener.
I think with most of the pieces on offense coming back, Charlie, a defensive mind, a chance to put his imprint on this defense, get that side of the ball better, and make this a special year for South Florida.
For several years, the Bulls have been putting up big offensive numbers, but now they're doing the same thing on defense.
Play fake, Marshy throws middle, and it's intercepted. There's number one in 2017.
The blueprint for success against Temple was evident early. Smothering defense, quarterback Quentin Flowers' legs, and Emilio Nadelman's foot.
And he drills it through. Great job by Emilio Nadelman.
Amidst the glare and glitz of the evening was a blue-collar performance by the defense that almost defied football logic. They protected every inch of their own real estate so passionately, Temple knew they were in some trouble. The Owls tried to combat their desperate situation with trickery.
53-yard attempt for Temple.
And it's going to be a fake. Marshy, who is the holder, is going down.
Devin Abraham with a big play.
Abraham would have a big part in the defensive showcase with a sack and an interception. The Owls had just 3 total yards in the first quarter.
Flowers in the shotgun, running back on his left side, tight end in motion, lining up to the right.
Tice up the middle. There he goes. Touchdown. 47 on that run.
It would be the second straight game that the Bulls had multiple 100-yard rushers, with Tice leading the way. And the South Florida offense would get many opportunities to shine because the South Florida defense threw a blanket over the Owls all night. Head coach Charlie Strong and defensive coordinator Brian Jean-Marie, a Florida native, came together from Texas, and Temple was wishing they had stayed out in the Southwest as the Bulls piled up 5 sacks.
Handoff straight ahead, another big run. Dearness Johnson, quick hitter out to the right side, bobbled after being knocked up in the air. One missed tackle, and now off to the races. It'll be a South Florida first down or close.
Close,
very close.
But not close enough, giving the third component of the Bulls machine a chance.
Big punt. He's going to land and be downed. How about that special teams coverage inside the 5? Trayvon Sands.
Not a position Temple wanted to be in with the relentless South Florida defense hovering. The Bulls wanted the football. They would take it away 6 times and now lead the country in interceptions.
It's intercepted. Nichols has another one. Inside the 10 and tackled near the 5.
Nichols' 2 interceptions and forced fumble would be rewarded with the AAC Defensive Player of the Week award. On offense, quarterback Quentin Flowers would break the all-time school record for rushing touchdowns in a career, set by Marlon Mack, who's now with the Indianapolis Colts.
And Flowers, who can move, gets to the outside. Touchdown. Just a spectacular college football quarterback, and that's the first big play from number 9 here tonight.
But it wouldn't be the last. This team was feeling it and had momentum at every turn, but nowhere more than on defense.
Now that ball is fumbled after the completion, so they finally had a good play. South Florida's going to get the ball. Fullwood recovered it.
Temple managed 85 total yards, the Bulls' best showing ever against an FBS opponent.
Across the middle, tipped and intercepted. Another turnover. Coming back the other way, that's Devin Abraham. Dad would be proud.
All of Bulls Nation was proud. South Florida was on its way to its 9th straight win, a new team record. The 21st straight game they've scored 30 or more, the longest streak in the country.
Intercepted again. That's Sawtell who recovered the fumble on the last play. Hand off Tice, he'll bounce it. Tice, touchdown.
The Bulls are smart enough to know that you're never as good as you appear when everything goes right, just as you're never as bad as you appear when everything goes wrong. They have the talent, and when it combines with hard work and passion, the sky is truly the limit.
You got one shot to give it all you got. Don't stop till you reach the top. Work hard, no punching clocks. Fast pace till I stay the shot. Glass house, no throwing rocks. Up and down like no shot. Breakthrough, no need to knock. Time to claim your spot. Stop and look, you got time to watch.
Loved by his teammates. It's not just the numbers and the stats. You talk to everybody in that building. This is the guy who leads the way for South Florida.
He splits it up the middle, and he's going to go into the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Hamstrings pretty good. 63 yards, Quentin Flowers. Flowers yards, looking long. He's got McCants, juggling catch. He hangs on. Touchdown Bulls.
South Florida going for it on 4th down.
No time to celebrate because they get the first down and
Wow.
he is gone.
A maestro running with the football.
Side, first down and more. He breaks it. Here he goes. Touchdown, Quentin Flowers.
Flowers still has it. Oh, what a move. It ends with a 22-yard touchdown run. And that play is the exclamation point to a career night for Quentin Flowers. 210 rushing yards.
Miami, Florida, number 9, Quentin Flowers.
Quentin keeps, he's juking around, nobody can find him, and now he finds the open field, follows a blocker, gets to the 20, down the sideline to the 10. That is one of the great runs in USF football history. Quentin Flowers, 54 yards, and even that doesn't tell you the whole story.
That's my brother. He a humble person. He never got in trouble. Never gave mom no problems. It was always football. Either football or catwalking the bike. But football is everything.
Just the field where it all happened at. You know, I never forget where I came from. I never forget where, you know, the people who helped me, the people who provided for me. And just being in that building, you know, I couldn't do it by myself. You know, there's a lot of people behind me.
Everything we went through, that's probably what's driving him.
We're in Miami, Florida. Right here, this is where I grew up at. This is where my life started. Every day we play football, you know, no matter where it is, no matter what time it is, what day it is, we play football. But, you know, at any time of the day, you could get killed around here. You know, we just try to come together as a, you know, as a unit, you know, as a family, and this house right here, this is where my dad got killed at. We was outside watching a Dolphins game. I was sitting in his lap, like 10 seconds later, as soon as I get up and I get in the house to use the bathroom, I heard a gunshot. And I looked out the bathroom window. My dad was laying there on the floor, and I just noticed that I was just in his lap. My room was right there, right up in that corner. It's crazy because every time I come through here, it's like I see my dad. This is where I grew up. This is where I grew up. I could have got killed any time.
Life from after that, like my mama just was taking care of us. She was working hard. We moved from over there off of 17. She died.
Going into my senior year, I knew my mom was fighting cancer.
I pulled him out of school, and I just explained to him, like, you know, she's not doing too good.
Once I walked out the school, she told me his mom, and I was like, what you mean his mom? She like, they said she only got a certain amount of time to live. I called Coach DeLa. She told Coach DeLa, you know, do whatever you can to get my son to college, you know, keep him going, keep him motivated.
During a critical time like that, Miss Nancy, she rose up and she told me, Coach DeLa, please make sure my baby all right.
Football, it meant a lot to me. We used to play football in the parking lots, football here. When Deidre Nickel uncle first started seeing me playing quarterback, it was on that field right there. This the area that, you know, me and Deidre Nichols grew up at.
We always grew up playing together, so we knew it was two dominant people on both sides of the ball, and we just came together and just made it happen.
You know, we just wanted to be different, and we wanted to be another guy. We just wanted to, you know, start our whole legacy. We moved from over here into another place, I'll say like 5 to 15 minutes away, and that's the area that my big brother got killed in. I lost my brother my freshman year going into an SMU game.
My mama, before she left, before she passed away, she told me, don't never let my brothers down. I had to be there for my brothers. So I felt like when Bradley got killed, it was just like everybody they just falling apart. Our family was falling apart.
Hey man, listen up, man. Play for each other. Play for each other. We brothers out here. That's the only thing we got out here. 1, 2, 3.
You know, playing for the USF, it made our family now come together more because everybody into like the games, going up there to watch him play.
I'm thankful. Thankful for everything that I do right now. It gets no better than this.
Here is Flowers, runs it up the middle. He's in the end zone, untouched. The man wide open, throws it long downfield, touchdown!
He scored, and he rocked the football like a baby, like his baby, and that touched me. It ain't about the amazing plays he makes, it's about knowing like what's going on in your life and trying to make a difference. And that showed me that he was growing up.
And it hurt. I gotta wake up every morning to know that my people ain't here. So it's only right that I always say, every time I step on the field, like, I gotta feed somebody in my family. And that's the only way I can do it. The streets ain't for me. I know for one, my mom looking down on me. 2, I know she happy that I'm in college and I'm not in the streets. And 3, it's no better place to be than here.
Bulls Strong, Inside USF Football, is presented by USF Health, by Tampa General Hospital, by the Florida Lottery, by AT&T, your world delivered, and by Hooters. Get your game on, the original wing joint since 1983.
Here we go. That's where it started.
Where does strength come from? Is it where you're from? Or where you are going? The challenges you've overcome? Or the records you aim to break? Strength isn't about you. Strength is about family.
Play for each other. Play for each other. That's the only thing we got out here.
It's about getting better. Fundamentals and technique. That's all it's about.
The will to put in the work and the heart to do so as a team. This is Bulls country. USF football is back and stronger than ever.
You know, it's always great to get your conference win and having our first conference game here at home and playing a really good opponent in Temple. And you look at our performance, when you play with passion and you play with enthusiasm, then that's what the performance you'll get. And you look at us on defense, 6 turnovers, which is really great. Put our offense in position to score a lot, even though we didn't get touchdowns, we got field goals. And then you look at our kicking game, Emilio was 5 of 5.
Nadelman from 44 yards. What's that, his 5th field goal of the game? He's been the star in some ways.
You're loaded on defense just because of your senior leadership. And last season, we didn't play really good defense. So it's almost like it's a point that they want to prove that they're pretty good.
Yeah, we played great. We played for each other. Everybody put everything on the line for one another. And we just played fast.
I mean, I think you just got guys that you know, I said it, you know, before the season that were tired of losing, and you started putting a little bit more into it, and I think you guys are getting to see that product on the field. I've said this since I got here. You're only as good as your defensive line, and we got a pretty special defensive line. We got a pretty good core group of guys there that get the job done, and they're deep. They got the young guys on there can play. So they're crucial to our success. You're only as good as your defensive line, and I think they're playing out of their mind.
Man, they the guys. They the guys. We think we doing something back there. The D-liners, the boxers, tearing it up. They showing what they really about, and they just making our job way easier.
Well, when you talk about offense, it's rhythm. And so right now, got to be persistent in what you do and just keep battling through it.
It felt good out there. The rhythm getting better. Like I say, the O-line, the tight ends, they out there, they blocking. Those, I know we run and we get the touchdown, but the O-line, man, them boys monsters. They opening up holes for us to run through. So those guys are, you go as far as your O-line. So the way those guys playing, there's no stopping us.
Touchdown. 47 on that run. Almost matches the whole first quarter with both teams combined in one play.
We play a Friday night game. We play a Thursday, 2 short weeks now. We probably get back a little normality here. So we get to go play us a Saturday game with ECU. It's on the road. We're always looking to improve. We know we got to get better. Tonight's performance was really good, especially with a conference opponent.
You got one shot to give it all you got. Don't stop till you reach the top. Work hard, no punching clock. Fast pace till a state of shot. Glass house, no throwing rocks. Up and down like no shot. Breakthrough, no need to knock. Time to claim your spot.